Twice as fast.
Twice as fast. All right.
Hello.
Welcome back to Green
No, that's
Box
too
Gaming.
slow. Too slow.
Faster.
Try it again.
Faster.
Take it again.
Welcome to Green Box Gaming. The place of possible landscapes. I'm Joe.
Welcome
This is
back,
Dace.
welcome
Oh,
Hey.
welcome back. This,
John, yeah.
this
Hello.
is Dace. This is John. This is Brad.
Shame. So whoever's listening to this on podcast is like, what, did I fucking push that button that makes it go too fast?
Yeah. So welcome back to Impossible Landscapes, Green Box Gaming. This is going to be a little bit shorter episode because Brad has some real life things.
That's all right. We're just people. Sometimes real obligations come in, and we have to deal with them. That's all right. We're going to talk twice
You
as fast,
stop.
though, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to deliver some quality content. It's going to be great. All right, banter.
That's really good.
Banter go.
That's amazing. You're very coherent. It's
very
consistent with
convincing,
that timing. You're a drummer, you must be.
Yeah. So I have so Dace, I know you've still been working out in the heat and whatnot. Are the other two of you enjoying everything that summer / the winter in your hemisphere offers to you?
Yes.
Wait, that's
I'm
our
involved.
topic today? The weather?
I want to know.
The weather.
Yeah, the weather.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah, but because
I'm down
I'm
to
sure
weather
you
clown.
don't want to talk about it because you've just been sweating your ass off all day.
Oh, people have heard me bitch enough about the heat.
Yeah.
We've beat that dead horse.
Yeah. Well, another place that recently got real hot was a little suburb in Las Vegas where things very unexpectedly popped up.
He's just
Do
going
you
straight
think-
into it.
I just don't even know. Is he getting better or worse at these? I can't tell. Let us know on Reddit.
Yeah, let us know what you think about the wind. Yeah. The team is in Vegas. Last time they, surprisingly enough, managed to extricate Ophelia Citri. Hank Ellis just making a show of
Absolute
it, making it
machine.
look easy.
Killing it.
Hope
You know-
that luck transfers over to this.
Yeah. One may ask, has
Yep,
Hank
yep.
Ellis done this before? Question mark. Who knows?
I think so. I went to a party at Brad's house last night for his girlfriend's birthday, and I think he touched me physically and sucked out my luck. I think that's what happened.
Perhaps so. Yeah.
Calling
Well, yeah,
shenanigans.
Plan.
Nefarious shenanigans.
In you guys' investigation, you managed to set the scene pretty well. You connected with illegal bomb makers and with Delta Green, and able to set the scene for furthering your investigation to the unnatural, and specifically Ophelia Citri. Your new mission from Delta Green, from Agent Charlotte, is to find out what happened to V-Cell and contain Ophelia Citri. Now, maybe there was more you could have done in the home to investigate it, but you guys determined that once you blew up an IED and destroyed the tiny mechanical monstrosity therein, that it was time to leave. Which is a judgment call, that everyone has to make after you explode an IED in the backyard of a suburb. So, you guys did a masterful job, including setting up a secondary explosion that hopefully would clear even more of the evidence of you guys having ever been there. But so now you guys are here in the Jambulance, rolling away from this the small suburb where you guys had with a fresh package in the back of the van. And I'll just hand it straight over to you. Inya's still going. I imagine Hank's like, turn that shit off. It's like,
Where's that
then you managed-
meatloaf CD?
So yeah. So now it really is. I mean, it really is up to you guys. Like, what's happening now? Like,
So I was thinking maybe, well, we obviously can't go back to a hotel. What if we went out to the desert, maybe where we met up with that gun runner, did some old-fashioned interrogation?
I like this idea.
Wait, you want to go see Axel?
Well, if he happens to be there, that'd be pretty freaking sweet, but I'm mainly just looking for a remote area where we could commit some crimes.
I got you, okay.
let's go out
Yeah.
to the desert, and I got a D100 I'll roll to see if he's out there.
And Benedict also he'll want to make a phone call to just get back in touch with Marcus to update him, and also to try and tell him that there may or may not be a fire in the neighborhood, and to try and send some people possibly.
So you guys want to find a remote place in the desert. That's not hard to do. It just takes you a little time to drive there. And you want to call Marcus. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There is something else. I mean, we do. For better or for worse, the general public's gonna eventually see that hole, and we don't know what was down there. I don't know if I expressed what I saw in the house. There was a pretty deep hole that she was digging for whatever reason.
That's what
Well,
I was
last
hoping to
time
call
we had-
Marcus for.
Last time we had one of these catastrophes, the whole scene kind of just reset itself. So maybe we just get lucky like that.
Yeah.
What?
So
At,
here,
Yeah,
That's
I know
alright,
what you're
good.
talking about.
I also do, but yeah, things are getting loopy.
so something I forgot to do, something that could have changed the entire course of you guys' encounter with the
Dish.
cherub, that I should have done, and I just forgot. When you guys first see the cherub, you should have rolled a sanity check for sanity damage to the unnatural.
Oh, that could have been dangerous, yeah.
Yes, it would have been dangerous, especially for Benji, who, if he would have failed it, he would have had to probably burn some willpower in order to not lose his shit.
So you're gonna make a
I
roll
forgot
now for something?
Well, you are. I still do want you to roll the sanity checks to see how much sanity you lose from seeing the cherub, but then we're going to roll another one to see how well you do from actually having destroyed it therein. So, everyone, roll me that sanity check, if you would be so kind, and please enunciate to me what you get.
Success from Benedict, 6 under 52.
Okay.
Failure for Benji, 98 over 38.
Oh.
That's not good. Failure for Hank, 57 over 52. That's not
All right.
good either.
I'm gonna roll for you guys. I'm gonna roll. Should I just roll for both of you, or do you want me to roll separately?
Well, okay. Obviously, Benji's got a ton of messed up shit that's gonna happen, could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But Hank's he's on the breaking point. He's got 52 out of 52.
Right. Well, we don't
Breaking
know how
point.
much you're gonna take
okay.
yet. So,
But if he takes any, then he's below the.
okay.
Let's roll separately.
Okay. So Benedict, go ahead and take 1 sanity damage for Benedict.
Cool.
So you takes 1 because you patched things. So I'm gonna roll first for. Let's roll for Hank first. Let's roll for Hank first. See what we get here. It's 3 damage. Would you like to deflect that?
Yes.
Okay. If that's the case, then please roll that D4. This is going to determine how much you can deflect.
Oh, nice.
It's a 3.
3.
Okay. You can deflect all 3 sanity damage, and then you need to decrease one of your bonds by 3. Which one are you going to do?
Unfortunately, my sons, which will go from 10
Oh,
to
no.
7.
No.
They
All
finally
right.
ran out of soup.
An intense hunger
Only
for soup.
sustenance.
All right. For Benji, I'm going to roll Benji's now. See how much
All right.
damage he takes. 3 as well. Would you like to deflect?
He's just gonna take it on the chin. I will subtract that from his sanity points. I'll just
Okay.
like
Now,
get out a pint of
Now
whiskey
what-
and
Now, what should have happened is that if you would have taken that before the combat, you would have had to roll. You would have had to basically burn some willpower in order to avoid going into a catatonic fugue. So yeah,
oh wait, because it's
because remember you have a mental disorder for the unnatural.
okay, yeah.
Yes, but we forgot to do that. try to keep me honest on that stuff. When you guys encounter unnatural creatures, extremely unnatural shit, you typically take sanity damage, or a sanity roll at the very beginning.
I think Brad took that IRL.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
All right.
It was happening in real life. That's why we forgot about the game.
Right. Okay, and so, that being said, now that you have destroyed this creature, now you each are going to get 1 sanity point back. So go ahead and add that to you guys.
All right.
So, you lucky ducks.
And I don't know if you were checking failures, Benji.
Yes, and make sure you check all your failures, although most of what you
got
fail is just driving.
So many. Just keep checking that drive box.
It's, 1 failed athletics and 4 failed drive.
All right. But so yeah, that's all the post combat stuff we need to do, but now you guys are going to move out and you're going to call Marcus. So we're going to say Benedict, since you're the one who said it. Benedict, you get on the horn to Marcus. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. By the time you call him, you guys kind of settle in. Maybe Benji's a little bit catatonic there for a minute. Maybe he also takes himself a sleeping pill or 2 to kind of satiate his addiction. As he kind of bounces back from this.
Time is a flat circle.
So yeah, you.
One thing,
What's
sorry,
that?
my recording fucked up, and it deleted everything I just had.
Okay,
Oh, well, we got
that's why we have
backups, right?
Them backups.
We have backup.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
It's okay. So you guys heading out, and Benedict, you call Marcus. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. You hear him kind of. It sounds like you hear him kind of scramble, and the phone picks up. And you're, hello.
Hello. Hey, is this secure?
Yeah. What's up?
Is my line secure?
Yes, I think that's
Okay.
a bit too
Very helpful
late
thing.
now. That's
Well,
we're doing it.
you can never be too safe.
It's a burner. It's as safe as it gets.
No, he's playing clueless. So
Okay.
there's a fire. There's gonna be a fire.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The situation with Citri has been handled, but there is a fire, and we could really use some help with a bit of a
What?
containment crew, if at all.
Wait, hold on. And you hear the sound, you hear him kind of scrambling, you hear the sound of a TV turning on, and then you hear the sound of like a news cycle. It's like, and you hear vaguely, like, through the phone, like kind of far away, officials are still not sure what caused the explosion that shook the suburb.
Are you watching TV while you're talking to me?
He's like, I'm in my hotel room. He's like, Jesus, was that you guys?
Oh yeah, that hit the news really fast. Okay, yes. Is there anything we can do about that? Can we dampen that a little? There was possibly a. So the fire should have taken care of our traces, but there may have been a large hole in the ground that we were not able to investigate. What do you advise?
You're saying there's still something in this house that you didn't deal with?
We hope the fire dealt with it, but there's a risk.
Jesus. Hold on, I'm gonna make a quick roll here. That's a 38. Okay. He's like, God. Okay, I'm gonna call DG and see what they have. They might be able to. Yeah. They might be able to kind of get in there, like, and he's like, well, what can you tell me? What can you tell me? Are they looking for? Don't tell me too much, but like,
We don't
what
know.
Is it on speakerphone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's Benji. Yeah, take it.
Hey, Marcus. How are you doing?
Fine. What?
Great. Yeah, if you just tell him to bring like a bunch of dirt, just a bunch of dirt poured down a hole, that'll do the trick.
There's a hole?
Yeah, there's a hole. It's got Edison lights in it. Kind of has a beer garden vibe. It's real charming, but it probably goes to another dimension or some shit. Want to close that up pronto.
There's a pause. There's a hole that goes to another dimension.
Dirt
Well, I didn't
or
say definitively.
dirt or artillery, Marcus. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, maybe both.
Or artillery.
Drop some grenades down there and then cover it with dirt. That ought to do the trick, baby.
Or
All right.
Or you don't have to deal with this. You just need to get the place cleared out. If you can manage that, then we will try and come back and deal with the mess.
All right. I'm gonna run this with the chain. See what I can get. They might be able to pull some strings. All right. What about Citry?
To be discussed. Chat to you later. Okay, bye.
Yeah. There you go.
Handle.
They're
the smartest
learning.
option.
They're learning. Okay. Maybe the phone. Maybe he calls you right back, but you don't answer it. He's just like, and you guys find yourself out in the middle of the desert. Pretty far from anything. You know, it's like I said, it's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. You probably have, 4 to 5 good hours before dawn starts to break. But as far as you know,
I only need one.
as far as you know,
She
there's
whips out a knife. Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of knives, Hank, this is probably a good time for you to take a peek at this thing.
Can Benedict take a look? He has actually dealt. I swear I'm not making this up. This is from the very beginning.
I do remember this.
His transient hobbies have included studying weapons from the British Empire.
That's
No
correct.
shit.
I
No
remember
shit.
that.
Wow.
All right.
That's insane.
So you hand this over to Ben, or as you're pulling out, maybe Hank's like, she had this. You look at it. You look at it, Benedict, and much like what Hank had seen from it, this is a very particular. This is a very particular fighting knife that was used by the late Victorian British military. It is a trench fighting knife, and it has the what are those little pins called to catch other blades? The pinions? Yes, pinions. It has these spike nails sticking through it, kind of through the guard. And here's the thing: you would expect something like this, being that it is over 100 years old. It's 2015, yeah. So you expect this thing, it's like 130 years old. This thing, actually, when you pick it up, and you kind of there's an oil on it, and you sniff your hands, and it smells like this thing is newly oiled. It doesn't even look to have been barely used. It doesn't show an ounce of age, or that it's been sitting in a museum somewhere. You would go so far as to say is that this thing might have been looks like it's just been taken out of a crate from the factory.
I smell some time travel bullshit. Some of that Christopher Nolan shit. You know what I'm talking about?
This is too fresh. This knife is too fresh.
Yeah. And something else, because you do have this particular, and Hank did well in his knowledge of it, and then Benedict does have this odd pastime. You know that the handle of this knife actually has a screw cap on it.
Oh.
That inside there is a compartment that typically a soldier would fill with things to make a fire, or things like that.
You guys want to see something cool? Take a look at this, and he unscrews it.
Oh.
Well, golly.
I thought you'd be impressed.
How'd you know that was there?
I'm a knife guy.
I'm a knife
In my
guy.
spare time.
Dang, that's cool as hell.
Whoa. I never knew
Alright.
this about you.
I didn't know you're a knife guy.
You open it up, and you realize now that there's a little bit of a rattle in this thing. You open it up and kind of pat it on your palm, and out comes this little glass vial. Has like a little stopper in the end of it. And you see that inside are what appears to be two little, like, dark colored seed pods. They look to be like little seeds. They're each about the size of, like, kind of like a sunflower seed.
Oh, I don't like the look of this.
What skill check can we roll to identify?
Okay,
How about occult?
Medicine?
This
Could they be
seems
medicinal?
occulty.
Occult would be my go-to.
roll an occult.
Okay. Coming in hot with a success.
Success.
Oh, it feels so good.
Benedict critical.
Benedict. Oh, okay. Sweet. We fucking know. We
know
fucking
this.
know.
Okay. So
Benji starts to talk, and then Benedict cuts him off.
It's like,
here's the
I'm
thing.
I'm also a
seed
seed guy.
You
You might
guys,
not know this, but I'm a knife guy. That's hilarious.
Things to say on your first
I think
day.
that one of the things that you guys immediately know, and like Benji having read The King in Yellow, he thinks he might have heard something about this, and you guys ran into something kind of similar with these little bugs that you found. That it seems to be that there's sections in The King in Yellow that reference this kind of what do you call it? Like this like hedonic like party kind of like atmosphere of just like pure like sin and pleasure of like the play. And that in it there are these people consuming different substances, different drugs and exotic alcohol, some of which seem like pure fantasy. But you seem to recall maybe a vague, only because you crit. If you just succeeded, I would have told you it's unknown to man. But because you crit, you seem to remember some vague kind of something talking about some type of drug refined from the seeds of a plant.
like an opium type shit or like hallucinogen.
You don't know anything about the effects. It's way too obscure for that.
So they use these bugs and they use these seeds to get really high.
Y'all mind if I take
No.
those seeds and just
No,
do
I was about to
experiment?
ask. No,
Just look
Benji.
after them.
Come on, man! You
Snatches
took my
it back.
bugs away. You took my little beetles. These are seeds. They ain't
They
no
were-
wiretaps
On
in
that,
here.
They were in our peanuts. God.
I was about to say we could feed it to her if we really want to see the effect, but that might be harder.
Oh,
Harder
I
to do
love
than-
it.
Yeah, that might be easier said
That's
than
good.
done. I don't know how hard it'd be to make someone swallow something they don't want.
Well, we
Dang,
can
Hank,
definitely
that's
ask her
pretty
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was dealing with this like fucking recording shit that super pissed me off. How much did we get anything back, or did we discuss that on the cherub? Did we get any
You got-
sand
We all
back?
got 1 point of sanity.
Okay.
One. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Well, we've
I'll
got
make
something to
that.
talk about with Orvelia.
An
Also,
icebreaker of sorts.
Also, you have a cardboard box that has a bunch of strange chunks of metal in it.
Hell
And we're
yeah,
in
what's
the
that? Let me
desert
take a
right
look
now.
at it.
Is that right?
I
We're in the
imagine you guys
desert?
are like standing at the back of the van,
Yeah.
kind of looking at
Yeah,
this stuff.
let's,
She's still in the van, or did you guys drag her out and drop her on the sand?
No, she's still inside.
Yeah. I don't think there's any reason to be cruel towards her.
Benji
She's-
does. Well, we can do a good agent, bad agent thing. We can like,
Naturally.
I don't know. First off, I'm curious about this box. Can I roll Carcosian clockwork or occult on it,
Oh,
which would be more
nice.
applicable?
You know what? You have the Carcosian clockwork skill. I'm going to allow you to roll. I'm going to say you know exactly what this is. A memory pops to your brain, pops to your mind. Well, the first time you entered Barbas's home, and in it, in the living room, before you guys came to blows with the lion, before Benedict walked over there and hit it, and received a very fair consequence of being stabbed in the throat. You remember seeing briefly, like before everything kind of popped off, you remember seeing something, but not really having time to examine it and look at it. But you realize now that was a cast at Barbas's house. You think that cast that you saw, and it was about the right size, and you kind of take these pieces and kind of jigsaw them together just a little bit, and you realize that these pieces are the rest of the kind of body of a small cherubic figure with a little chubby bodied like angel baby thing made of bronze. And as you look at it, it appears that this thing was not broken to pieces from the outside, but rather was bursted out from within.
Oh shit. So I'm trying to wrap my head around what that means exactly.
So
these constructs are cast in some sort of way, and then they are animated and then break out of the mold. And is that what I'm getting from that?
You, like I said, because you have a very specific skill set, you don't know if that's specifically how they have to be made or anything, but you're pretty sure that's how this one was made. And it comes, and then like as you look at the packaging, you can see that that it was shipped from I forget what that was it Mayford, wherever the hell Barbas lives, that it was shipped from that location. So you think that this package was sent to Citri by Dr. Barbas?
So Barbas was like either manufacturing cherubs or he was some hub of distribution.
Distributing, yeah.
Is there anything I can glean about how to create a cherub from this?
No.
Okay. I had to ask.
It's not Pokemon. We're not doing that.
I don't think that's how Pokemon works.
Yeah, I was like, what's that got to do
Pokemon?
with Pokemon?
Have I been playing? I just imagine if you guys like slowly collecting minions.
Yeah. We've got two. We've got the monster truck. I'm just scared of what the cherub turns into. That's my concern.
I can control it. I swear.
But I think that's the big takeaway
Alright.
is that this thing, you're pretty sure Barbas made this thing and sent it to Ophelia. But now that you think about it too, it's like this thing was just in Ophelia's house. It didn't kill her, and the lion never killed Barbas. You know.
Yeah, so they have some allegiance or like some way that you can program them. Like, I don't know, super fascinated about this clockwork stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess.
So there is
it's
another
about that
pressing
time.
matter that's all hogtied with duct tape in the back of your van.
We do need to have a group discussion about how do we want to go forward with this. I just want to say, last time we tried interrogating someone as he looks at Benji, it didn't go too well. I just want to keep this all in the forefront of our mind before we step forward with Miss Ophelia.
Well, what would you have me do, Hank? Plug my ears with goddamn toilet tissue?
Maybe you want to wait in the car. Maybe you want to wait in the van, Benji.
Well, no. You seem to be in a better place now, but let's just try not to shoot them in the head.
Maybe this one time I'll hand over my desert eagles, all 6 of them.
That's
strapping
wise.
eagles from his legs.
I'll take it.
place in his back. He
Let's
gives
take
all 6
weapons
of his desert eagles over.
and a pinky promise. I want a pinky promise from you.
The most sacred of all promises, you would ask this
Yeah.
of me? All right, what is it?
You're my man. No shooty. No killy.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom, no. No go.
Boom, boom, no. All right. Well, I ain't got no guns, so that's gonna be pretty easy. But if somebody says
knives.
something that makes me go all crazy, then you might. Well, we're gonna cross that bridge when we get to it, but I feel good about it.
Are we
You
ready
guys-
for this?
Another pill.
The area where you guys pull out at, it looked like there might have been an old fence there, and there's a fence post that you think you could probably. There's like like a single standing fence post that you think you might be able to kind of strap Ophelia to. Not that you think she's going anywhere, but
How intense do we want to go? We could be like, we're here to help you, or we could strap her to the fence post,
No,
headlights looking at her. I mean, like,
I don't think. I don't think she wants to help us.
That's the
Yeah.
classic, right? You guys are silhouetted behind with the headlights.
so we want to go like
I think so.
nice guys.
Hank, she tried to kill us with some machination from hell. She came out of a hole bearing a weapon that's not from this time, and she wanted to kill you, probably, I imagine. And I don't think we need to give her any leeway. We need to find out what the hell these little things are, what these seeds are, what the hell she was doing in that house, what she was doing in that hole. But we need to try and clean up the situation as quickly as possible.
Maybe you're right. There's more at stake than her life. All right.
And
so fence post
should
and
also-
headlights it is.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things we need to figure out. So, like, all the items that we've discovered, so the little bugs and the house and the hole, and then connection to Marcus, and connection to Vega, Agent Vega.
I think
All right.
Maybe we start there. Work back.
Well,
I'm just-
here's what I'm thinking. We put her on the fence post. We put the knife down there. We put the seeds on the ground and a picture of Vega. And then, like, that's the first thing she sees, so when she knows exactly what we're here for.
Benji is gonna get his guitar out of the back of the van that he always has on him canonically,
Okay.
and he's just gonna lean against the back of the van and start playing Claire de Lune, an acoustic version of Claire de Lune.
I thought like you're gonna like Spanish guitar.
Yeah, a Spanish guitar could be good. No, not flamenco. Not Claire de Lune. I'll stick with that.
All right. You
what are you
guys pull
thinking
her
with
out.
that? Was there anything else, though, that you wanted to ask?
No, I was just like trying to think about what kind of headspace Benji is in right now, and he is. I mean, we just went through like a lot, and he probably just wants to put his hands on something that he knows that's familiar, and just like kind of.
Didn't he lose the will to play music, though, or something like that?
Didn't you?
Didn't he
did,
lose something?
Didn't he? He did.
He
You
did.
did.
So he's just gonna be jangling with the
Okay.
with the top of the fretboard.
So you guys are
Uh,
are hooking her up to the fence post, right?
Yeah.
No, he
The-
lost the
everything else
desire
that
to
we told-
record his blues album.
Ah.
Okay.
so-
Okay, cool.
No
Okay.
blues album.
All right. So, hence Claire de Lune.
Okay.
Covers are still okay.
You.
No originals.
All right, we're moving on.
This is important.
Sorry.
You guys take Citri, you lean her up against the fence post, you like her hands are like zip tied behind her, and her feet are duct taped together. You sit her down and and like duct tape her again to this fence post, and again like she's not going anywhere. You pull up there and you shine the lights right in her face. Two of you stand back by the lights, and one of you steps forward and yanks the bag off of her head, the Snatcher brand bag, and then remove the duct tape from her mouth. Just quickly, just pull it right off. She just, her eyes are puffy from being bloodshot. And you snatch the duct tape off her, and she spits and like chokes. From. Like what all she's
Spews
had
out
going on this
vomit.
entire time. Yeah, she just like
That's
she's
just
had a
the-
bad time, guys.
Yuck.
She's had a bad time.
Yeah.
And she's just like, but she doesn't really say anything. She just squints her eyes at the light as whichever one of you pull the tape off kind of retreats back into line with the three of you. And sitting in front of her is the knife, like, stabbed down in the ground. What was it? The vial with the seeds. And I don't know if you guys had a picture of Michael Whitwer, but
Yeah.
we'll say
Maybe the phone.
we'll say you did. We'll say
We had the
we'll say you
phone.
do. I don't know if you. Well, yeah, you probably brought that with you. Yeah, and like in the phone, like with the symbol on it.
Mhm.
And you guys are all standing back, and she's just waiting for you. She's just like eyes squinted, hands tied behind her, just.
Who wants to start this
They
party?
they awkwardly shuffle, and Benedict is like,
The most intimidating move you can do.
Yeah, I imagine Citri's like, she's like, can I go?
we didn't decide who was going first. Who's going first?
Ophelia Citri.
Good job.
Okay, good save. Good save.
You're doing great.
Now, you don't know who we are, but as you can tell, we definitely know who you are, who you've been involved with, and there are some questions we want answered. Now, I don't want the runaround, I don't know this, I don't know that. We know what you know, we just need the specifics of what you know.
I don't even know what you want. I just, she starts, she started crying already. It's like, it started.
Michael Whitworth.
The minute Michael
Close.
Whitwer's name, yeah, it's close. No, it's, the name, the moment his mispronounced name comes out of your mouth,
What is
it's Whitwer, not Whitworth.
Oh, Whitworth. My bad. That's
Hank
what I
would
meant
know
to
that.
say.
Hank would know that. It hasn't been weeks since Hank has heard it. She just like she goes from like being kind of stunned and quietly crying to she just erupts, and she's weeping. And she's just like, I don't know where he is. I want him to come home. I'm so scared, Mike, where are you? And she's losing it.
Okay. What were you doing in the house?
I was just working on some stuff when you guys showed up. I don't know what you want. I don't know. I'm not the
stuff.
right.
No, not stuff. We saw a room full of somebody's stuff, and that's the only time we're using the word stuff right now. Do you understand?
Okay, I don't get to use the word stuff. Okay.
You do not get to use the word stuff.
Okay.
That's my word. I took that word
Alright,
from you.
it's your
What
word
were
now.
you doing? What were you digging? What were you digging for?
All right, give me some type of charisma roll. You can take a big old fat plus, I guess. You can take a plus 20. Don't take a plus 40. Take a plus 20.
I'm gonna persuade her. Success.
Success.
I just ever since Mike left, I've just been trying to keep myself busy, and I heard something from below the house, and I wanted to deal with it, and before I knew it, I had taken the bathtub out, and I knew it was down there. And
What was down there?
she's starting to get the crazy eyes.
He doesn't know what's down there.
What?
I'm guessing.
He's like,
The knife? Was the knife down there? Where'd you get this knife from?
she looks at the knife. She's like, I think I got it. We were in Paris. Then we were in London. I don't remember. It was a gift.
Barbas. You were with Barbas.
No,
in London.
No, I was with Marbus. But Marbus, you remember, is the name of the demon in the Ars Goetia.
Oh.
He's the guy with the top hat. Or the
He's
bowler
like-
hat.
He's like, I was with Marbus, and he took me on a trip, and then we came back, and I started to dig.
Did you write a letter?
I don't remember a letter. I just want to go home.
How did you meet Marbus?
He found me. He was he's just a friend. He's just a nice friend who helped me get my mind off everything with Mike. And she starts to kind of break down again.
What does he look like?
He's an older guy, a black guy. He's
Got dreads?
No, that's what I meant to say. Barbus.
yeah,
Dr. Barbus. That's who I meant to
correct.
say.
Yes, that's who
Okay,
she's
you corrected me. Okay.
Yes, to Marbus.
I was getting confused. No, that's a good clarification. I was getting confused.
No, I'm
tells you-
confused.
She tells you that his name that she called him Marbus.
She called him Marbus, but his name's Barbus.
We got the invitation from Marbus as well.
You did.
So this is probably an alias. Or
Yeah.
something weird.
Yeah. Making sure.
I mean, is it the actual demon of the Ars Goetia? Like,
Well, we don't. That's the most confusing part about this whole thing to me.
Well, the thing
are
is,
they
is
code
like,
names or
with your intense knowledge of the Ars Goetia, like I will remind you again, that in the book, the name for Marbus, or the entry for the let me get Demon Web 101 up. Let me take a look at this.
Demon Web 101.
Demon 101, Benji knows that Marbus is described as a great president of hell, governing 36 legions of demons. He answereth true
Naturally.
on subjects of hidden secrets, doth cause and heal diseases, teacheth mechanical arts, and changeth men into other shapes. He is depicted as a great lion that, under the conjurer's request, shape into a man. So,
What?
So,
Marbus?
refresh my memory. In the picture we saw with Citri and Barbus dressed up as clowns, that's right.
correct.
Citri and Barbus were dressed up as clowns.
Yes.
Correct.
And one of
So-
the pictures,
And
the
an
picture was in
old ass
Paris.
photo. Paris, an
Yeah.
old ass photo.
And she's clearly been doing some time travel stuff because of the knife she has. So, is Marbus all along?
Yes.
Which I know we
Maybe.
brought that up, but
Seems that way.
What is Citri?
Yeah, I think we need to
The
ask her.
demon.
Why you called Citri?
That's my name. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Uh,
What are you talking about?
What does it say on Demon Web, Joe, about Citri? Or
You
we
guys
would
have
ask-
definitely read the Demon Web 101 entry for Citri. I know you've done that one. And it is Citri is a great prince of hell, reigning over 60 legions of demons, causes men to love women and vice versa, can make people
lose
bare
their
themselves
clothing?
naked if desired, is depicted with the face of a leopard and the wings of a griffin, but on the conjurer's request, he can turn to a very beautiful person.
is there any mention? So, since Benji has read The King in Yellow, is there any mention of Marbus or Citri in The King in Yellow?
Not that you recall.
Well, fuck me. Just fuck me.
Just
So she's saying
Benji eats
okay,
one of the beans.
Okay, so here's what she's saying. Michael left before she met Barbus, aka Marbus, as she's calling him. He took her on this weird adventure to Paris, London, and then afterwards she has this desire to see what's this thing under her house. Start digging.
Yes. That's
Correct.
what I took away.
Okay.
Did you make
And-
that little machine? in the house.
No.
Where did you get it from?
Marbus sent it to me.
Why?
When's the last time you talked to Marb? Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So that I could focus on, my other hobbies to protect me. I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't know. Has it been? And she kind of looks like she's thinking, like she can't really come up with a time frame. She's confused.
Who else did you
What?
meet in London, in Paris? Who else was with you?
I met a lot of people, nice people. That's.
Names. We need names.
I don't. Just no one particular. It's just mainly just me and Marbus.
Does the name person mean anything to you?
I've heard that. I've heard Marbus talk about. Yeah.
What did Marbus say about person?
He said he answers. That's how he found out about. And her eyes kind of get wide. And she looks, she's like, You. It's you.
What?
I'm gonna need you to come again, honey.
Do you guys remember a certain list? I think it's all buried in here now.
Yeah, we need to be able to move those things.
The details about our lives.
Yeah.
And what we were gonna do, what roles we're playing, where we are in the play.
Right.
It's under the cherub
Is it under
to the
chair?
far left.
Oh yeah. So yes, this big. Let me move this back to the front. Yeah, she's like, Benjamin. She's looking to the light. She can't see. She's like, Benjamin and Hank and Benedict. He was talking about you.
What did he say?
And
What did he say about us?
He said that person told him about you. He said that person answers his questions. It's you. You don't want me to find it. You don't want me to find it. And she kind of like starts to she's trying to stand up on the fence post. And you that's why he sent the cherub. He's trying to protect me from you.
Well, it didn't work.
Fucking knife guy over here.
Fucking knife guy over here.
get the battering ram.
That's just wham.
She's like, you can't have it. It's mine, and I'm gonna find it. You can't stop me.
What
okay,
is
I'm
it?
probably gonna. Yeah, I gotta roll something. I want to really push her to see if she can grasp what it is or explain it.
Okay, roll me like a persuade or something like that. Let's see what you got. Tell me what you got.
Pinnacle, a 1.
Nice,
Again.
dude. On
This is
fucking
epic.
fire.
What do you say to her? Like what? What do you say to her? I mean, she seems manic. She's wild-eyed.
Okay, I guess I take approach where I'm not really pushing her. I'm trying to calm her down, and I'm like, "Listen, the things you've seen, we've seen some of it too. I want you to really think. What is it? What are you trying to find?"
She kind of squats back down, like she's like looking. She can't see you guys. You guys are just silhouette. She's like, my bottle. I'm gonna find it. It's gonna fix everything. I'm gonna get Mike back. The bottle. That's
All right, this.
the labyrinth. It's in the labyrinth.
The night floors.
The whispering labyrinth.
Oh,
Okay, we haven't heard that.
Were you digging a hole to the Whispering Labyrinth? Is that where you're going?
She starts kind of cackling. She's like, I'm not just digging a hole to the Whispering Labyrinth. I already did. I was so close.
Fuck me.
So
Did you-
close.
did you get through?
That's where I found those. And she looks down at the seeds.
Fuck.
They're there. That's where they grow. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna find it.
Benedict.
I'm gonna get my bottle, and I'm gonna find your bottle, and I'm gonna find your bottle, and I'm gonna find your bottle, and I'm gonna fucking break them all.
Oh no.
So this is a huge throwback to who in the Night Floor said this. He's like, everyone has a bottle.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Back in chapter 1.
Yeah, definitely.
So she is cackling and laughing, and she just at this point she just like, or unless you have something specific to ask her.
I was just gonna say to Benedict,
We gotta call Marcus back, and turns out we don't need to fill that hole with dirt and grenades.
All right, guys. Well, that is we knew it was going to be a little bit shorter than this one, but I think that is probably a good place to stop. And next time, you guys can kind of figure out. At this point, Ophelia Citri is just she kind of goes into this weird. She's like mumbling to herself and is like kind of unresponsive. You think you've wrung out about all you can get out of her, especially with that crit. And yeah, so now you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do with her.
I know exactly what I want to do with her as
What's
a
that?
player. I don't know if it makes sense as a character. I want to go back to the scene of the crime and go down that fucking hole and take her with us.
That would be a nightmare.
I love it. I love it.
It's just so crazy it could work.
It just might work.
You go
All right.
first.
They told me that putting IEDs in the front and the back of the porch wouldn't work.
They were wrong.
Yeah. Hey,
You're
last
right.
time
I
you
did
shot
have
on my
doubts about
plans,
that.
Brad.
I did have doubts about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Everyone listening, everyone watching, man, thanks for being here. No, this one was a little shorter, but we've got some real life shit we got to do. But I want to thank you again for watching us. Head on over to our Reddit at r/greenboxgaming, no spaces. There is links to all our other stuff and links to our Twitter and Reddit where we put everything. The Reddit post are where, for the episodes, is where we put our images and stuff that we talk about in session. You know, so if you're a podcast listener, that's where you go. Hey, if you really like what you're listening to, you'd like to support us, you'd like to hear the episodes a week early, head on over to patreon.com/greenboxgaming_, no spaces. Consider being a contributor, only costs $3. And one day we're going to get an entire Lego set mic stand for Jean. It's going to be fucking great. Thinking like a Harry Potter one maybe next time.
Yep.
Oh, that's high dollar.
Something like that.
As long as it holds a microphone, it'll work.
That's all that matters. Yeah. But yeah, we really appreciate all of our contributors. Thank you so much for helping us.
We do. Thanks.
To host the podcast and stuff. It's really helpful. But yeah, guys, thank you. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for handling, man. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you,
two
John,
good
for
ones.
staying up extra late.
It's some
Mhm.
there's some intense acting on Box's
Yeah.
part, playing
There
the
you go.
distressed maiden.
I've spent a lot of time duct taped a fence post. You know,
Whoa,
just
we
in
know,
my free
we
time.
know that for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't
Not
think this was going to come
professionally, I'm
out
just a-
on air.
I'm just a dabbler. You know.
Patreon stretch goal asked Joe about his fetish for being duct taped to post in the middle of fields.
It's, you know, after a while, it's the only thing that works for you. You know. All
You
right.
did seem to orient that situation very particularly. It was highly specific.
None of us suggested a post. Is all I'm
No,
saying.
he's like, there's a post and there are lights, and you put the knife down in the ground just so.
That's the thing about problem players. They always figure out a way to work their fetish into the game.
Don't you hate it? Don't you hate it? That's All right.
No,
Well,
it's
guys,
awesome.
thank you very much. Those of you who are listening, those of you who are watching, thank you a lot for joining us. Tune in next time. We're going to see where else this is going to go. Like, I don't know, maybe things in Vegas might be kind of wrapping up. Maybe back to Boston. What do you guys think?
Boston.
I was actually thinking
Only if
about
it's-
Montana. I've heard it's pretty nice out there, and it's like
Fucking
Colorado
Delta
is cheaper.
Greenland.
Yeah. All right. But thank you everyone for joining us, guys.
Hey, can we say it at the same time?
Let's try the delay will kind of fuck it up a bit, I'm sure.
Oh
But,
yeah, shit, fucking internet.
yeah. But anyway, thank you everyone for joining us, and remember, stay safe.
Stay safe.
And stay sane.
And stay safe.
Stay sane. Stay safe.
I'll fix it in post. All right. Bye everybody.
I got it.
All right.